Driving in the country past old-timey scene. Big birds were singing in the tall willow tree. Mighty fine.
挺讨厌的，讨厌的。
3 words written on a paper bag. I miss you was written in a message in black. Thrown in a van 2,000 miles back. A better time.
Cool.
And how many souls and times that I've told. Places it had wanna be. And how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time,
茶包刚刚在1楼就拿了，
meet you down the line.
上这个是。
A long coat walking on a New York street. A pack of crushed cigarettes that fell to her feet. Well, ain't it odd how some people meet? But that's the truth. And 2 pictures buried in a guitar case. Underneath the music sheets all over the place. I caught a glimpse of the sweetest girl's face I ever knew. And how many souls in time.
现在吃不太下东西，便当有点太多了，所以就给了我这些东西。就如果便当吃不太下的话，肚子饿还可以吃这些。这是今天的便当，还是一样的烧麦啊、面条，然后这个也是长得一样。今天的晚餐，跟昨天的蛮像，但有些菜色不太一样。吃吃看吧，应该也没办法吃完。
ます。またお連れ様同士での会話を控えていただくなど、感染予防対策へのご協力をお願いいたします。